What is up, Batman fans? I'm Tommy from Z&D Comics, and today you're witnessing the very first episode of Batman Arkham Knight Countdown. This is a series on my channel where I'll be making a video almost every day up until the game's release date. Obviously, today's video is number 84. There are 84 days left to the release date of the game. A video will not be coming out every day because 84 videos every day is a lot. I mean, come on, that is like one video every day for 84 days straight. I can't work that hard. I mean, I got stuff to do, which is, you know what I'm talking about, right? Squat up. Okay, for real though, I won't be making one every day, probably every other day, like maybe 4 or 5 days a week. As soon as it gets down to like the 20s and people are like freaking out because this game's gonna be amazing, that's when I'll start bringing a video every day. For those who are new to my channel, this is probably new to you. If you're old and you've probably been on my channel for a while, you'll know that I did this for Batman Arkham Origins, and I had tons of fun. I mean, like, every day was like a hype train. I got people in the comments saying, oh, can't wait for tomorrow's video, like, this is so hype, like, I love these topics. Basically, what I do is I bring you topic videos, Q&As, everything, all that's going to happen right here on the Batman Arkham Knight Countdown. Let's get started with today's topic, Firefly. Most specifically is Firefly's boss battle. That is today's topic. That is for number 84. Let's think about this for a second. In Arkham Asylum, we got to see Firefly in like an Easter egg. We saw bios of a billion different characters. He was one of them. He got a picture that was like a drawn-in picture. He looked pretty cool, had a description. Boom. That's it. That's all we got to see, Firefly. Then comes Arkham City that we saw literally nothing of Firefly. But that is when Arkham Origins comes in. Now, take into play that Arkham Origins was not created by the same people who created the past two games. Rocksteady had nothing to do with Arkham Origins. That was a different studio who did that and everything like that. So Arkham Origins is different. It's in the universe, but it is different. That's when they brought in Firefly for real. He was one of the 8 assassins, and he actually had a boss battle in the game, and it was pretty damn awesome. Now, I'm going to talk about that later, but that brings us to Arkham Knight. In Arkham Knight, we did see a trailer called like the Gotham is Mine trailer, also known as the Villains trailer. We got to see Poison Ivy, pretty much all the villains, and we also got to see the brand new debut of the Arkham Knight's Firefly. He looks a lot like the Arkham Asylum Firefly, but just in the tone of Arkham Knight, which is a more grittier, dark, Batman-like-ish tone, and he looks absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to see him. And because they threw him in this trailer, I can only think to believe that he'll have his very own boss battle in the main campaign of the video game. They could push him over to a side mission, but why would they put him in this such like a big trailer that they released just to be like, yeah, he has a side mission? Now, if you think of Arkham Origins, they sort of did that with like Deathstroke, Deadshot. Everyone's like, oh sweet, they're making such a big deal. Deadshot, he's gonna have like a actual campaign boss battle. Then all of a sudden, you just play him in like a side mission, which, by the way, I didn't even like that much. But Deadshot is kind of have his like his unique tool is like he just goes back and forth and has like basically side missions in every game. I feel like we might get another side mission with Deadshot, but we're not talking about him. We're talking about Firefly. And my guess is that we're going to be getting a boss battle during the main, story mode / campaign, whatever you want to call it. So now that I gave you a little bit of his history and why he'll probably have a boss battle, let's talk about the boss battle itself. So in Arkham Origins, we got to see the boss battle. Well, basically, the villain was flying. Now, if you think about it, not many of Batman villains can fly besides Firefly, I guess Killer Moth, and then you got Man-Bat. And that's pretty much it. Not much of Batman's villains fly because he is not a flying character. So it doesn't really make sense. But when you do a flying character with a character who can't fly, it's pretty interesting. And that's why we got to see him grappling to the end of Firefly and spinning around on the bridge. It was a pretty damn awesome boss battle. Now, I didn't really enjoy it that much because I felt like it was a lot of repetitive, like you're just pressing a button. There wasn't really much technique or skill or really like, you didn't really have to find a way to beat him. It wasn't like the Mr. Freeze boss battle, or it wasn't really like the Solomon Grundy boss battle where it was just constant like him attacking you. It was more like you're literally grappling onto him and it's like press A repeatedly, press B repeatedly, aim, shoot, and it was alright. I did enjoy it, and it was like always set in like 3 different stages. If you never noticed, like most boss battles are like you hit him once, he knocks it down. He gets angrier. You hit him twice. He knocks down. He gets even more angrier. You hit him the 3rd time and you win. It's like usually in 3 stages. Now, they kind of got away from that with games that got more complex, but you'll see that in boss battles. You'll see like For instance, the Mr. Freeze boss battle, you had to knock him down 3 times. You had to use 3 environmental takedowns. And that same thing gets put into everything. So I'm hoping when we get this new Firefly boss battle, let's just guess that there's going to be this boss battle, that there won't be such like a, okay, you got to grapple onto him, hit him 3 times, and he's done. Okay, so I'm going to basically pitch my idea on how I want the boss battle to go, and that will pretty much wrap up this video. So let's get started. I'm thinking about halfway through the game, after a major boss battle and a major, maybe just like a thug gang fight with other characters, Batman goes up to Wayne Tower, the very top floor, to change into a new batsuit. Or not really a new batsuit, but just basically get rearmored because he got beat up so much. And as he's up there, he sees Firefly start attacking the entire building, trying to burn down the entire Wayne Tower. And that's when Batman suits up, and on the very top floor, on the roof of Wayne Tower, one of the tallest buildings in Gotham, that is where the fight is taking place. You see Batman gliding around, grapple to grapple, around the outside of Wayne Tower, sort of like the very ending of Arkham City, where you're on that final tower, like climbing up and up and up and up, and you see the huge skyscraper. It's just like that, but you're in the midst of a boss battle. You're flying around, you are grappling onto him, but most of the time you're using techniques just like Mr. Freeze's boss battle. I'm thinking it's a boss battle on top of a skyscraper. Most importantly, it's the Wayne Tower skyscraper, and it's more like a Mr. Freeze boss battle. You gotta use your surroundings to take down Firefly. For instance, you can go to the very tip of the Wayne Tower. Maybe you can rip off the antennas and you can try throwing him at him, because, like I said, Batman was just beaten. So he just tried getting into a new batsuit, and then he has to put on like an old batsuit. And then he has to take down Firefly using like barely any of his weapons, and he has to use the surroundings around him while he's on top of a skyscraper to take down Firefly. And then after, you can get into the original Batsuit and everything. I don't want to see like a Batmobile, like you're on the ground trying to take down Firefly. I want to see like you're in a skyscraper swirling around, like using antennas, using windows, obviously using maybe the gondolas to try to take down Firefly. Maybe boom, you grapple onto Firefly, you tie the other grapple around a gondola, he's spinning around. While that's happening, you have to hit him with batarangs, and everything like that could be going on. He could try burning down the building, and maybe the building could actually collapse. Maybe the building is in the midst of collapsing, and like it's just a huge, like a destructive scene. It's like seeing Man of Steel again, like a building's collapsing, and as it's collapsing, like there's slow motion effects of you like having to take down Firefly. That is what's going through my head right now. And I feel like that could make a huge difference in the game. Like if people play that, they're gonna be like, oh my god, did I just literally destroy Firefly while Wayne Tower was collapsing upon Gotham City, and I'm only halfway through the game? What? So that's basically my pitch on Firefly in Arkham Knight. I want to hear yours in the comment section down below. What did you think of this very first episode of Countdown to Batman Arkham Knight? If you have a Twitter, I want you to do this right now. Go on Twitter and tweet hashtag BAKK Countdown. It's basically Batman Arkham Knight Countdown. That would be way too long of a hashtag. It's in the right hand corner. Just check it out. That's for today's video, guys. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. That's going to wrap up another Countdown to Arkham Knight video. Don't forget that I'm giving away a free collector's edition of the game. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram to stay updated on all things Batman. All these links can be found in the description box down below. Thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day.